Welcome in the lecture CHG 190. I am Mr. V.D. Jadhav. In the previous lecture, we are seeing ionic conductivity in solids, then typical values of electrical conductivity in ionic conductors and electronic conductors. Also, the conductivities of selected solid electrolytes over a range of temperature and the ionic conductivity of NaCl. In today's lecture, we learn the next topics in this chapter, that is defects and non-stoichiometry. We learn the point solid electrolytes. Let's see today's topic, solid electrolytes. Much of the recent research in solid state chemistry is related to the ionic conductivity properties of solid. And new electrochemical cells and devices are developed that contain solid instead of liquid electrolytes. Solid state batteries are potentially useful because they can perform over a wide temperature range. They have long shelf life. It is possible to make them very small, and they are spill proof. We use batteries all the time to start cars, in toys, watches, cardiac pacemakers, and so on. Increasingly, we need lightweight, small but powerful batteries for a variety of uses such as computer memory chips, laptop computers, and mobile phones. Once a primary battery has discharged, the reaction cannot be reversed and it has to be thrown away. So there is also interest in solid electrolytes in the production of secondary or storage batteries, which are reversible because once the chemical reaction has taken place, the reactant concentration can be restored. By reversing the cell reaction using an external source of electricity. If storage batteries can be made to give sufficient power and they are not too heavy, they become useful as alternative fuel sources. For example, to power cars, where possible batteries need to be made out of non-toxic materials. All these goals give plenty of scope for research. Chemical sensors, electrochemical devices, and fuel cells that depend on the conducting properties of solid. Also, being developed, and we look at example of all these later in this chapter. Now next is fast ion conductors such as silver ion conductors. First, what is fast ion conductors? Some ionic solids have been discovered that have much higher conductivity than typical for such compounds, and these are known as fast ion conductors. One of the earliest to be noticed in 1913 by Toubart and Lorentz was a high temperature phase of silver iodide, alpha silver iodide. Below 146 degrees Celsius, two phases of silver iodide exist: gamma silver iodide, which has the zinc blende structure, and beta silver iodide with the wurtzite structure, and beta silver iodide with the wurtzite structure. Both are based on a close packed array of iodide ions with half of the tetrahedral holes filled. Above 146 degrees Celsius, a new phase, alpha silver iodide, is observed where the iodide ions have a body-centered cubic lattice. If you look back in figure 5.7, you already see this figure 5.7, you can see that a dramatic increase in conductivity is observed for this phase. The conductivity of alpha silver iodide is very high, that is 131 per Siemens, a factor of 10 raised to 4 higher than that of beta or gamma silver iodide, comparable with the conductivity of the best conducting liquid electrolytes. Then, how can we explain this startling phenomenon? The explanation lies in the crystal structure of alpha silver iodide. The structure is based on body-centered cubic array of I minus iodide minus ions, as illustrated in this figure 5.9. Each iodide ion in the array is surrounded by 8 equivalent iodide minus ions. To see where the Ag plus ions fit into the structure, we need to look at the BCC structure in a little more detail. In figure 5.9b, this figure 5.9b, this is A. In figure 5.9b, present the same unit cell but with the next nearest neighbors added in. These are the 6 at the body centers of the surrounding unit cells, and they are only 15% further away than the 8 immediate neighbors. This means that the atom mark A is effectively surrounded by 14 other identical atoms, not in a completely regular way. These 14 atoms lie at the vertices of a rhombic dodecahedron. It can also be convenient to describe the structure in terms of the space-filling truncated octahedron depicted in figure 5.9d, truncated tetrahedron, which has 6 square faces and 8 hexagonal faces corresponding to the 2 sets of neighbors. This is called the domain of the atom. Each vertex of the domain lies at the center of an interstice like the tetrahedral and octahedral holes found in the close packed structures, which in this structure is a distorted tetrahedron. Figure 5.9e, this figure 5.9e shows 2 such adjacent distorted tetrahedral holes, and you can see clearly from this the tetrahedral site lying on the face of the unit cell. Where the 2 tetrahedra join, they share a common triangular face. A trigonal site in the center of this face is also marked. In figure 5.9e, a third type of site in the center of each face and each edge of the unit cell can also be defined. These sites have distorted octahedral coordination. The structure thus possesses the unusual features that a variety of positions can be adopted by the Eg plus ions. And figure 5.10, this sketches many of them. Each silver iodide unit cell possesses 2 I minus ions, 8 into 1 by 8 at the corners and 1 at the body center. And so position for only 2 Ag plus ions need to be found. From the possible sets that we have described, 6 are distorted octahedral, 12 are tetrahedral, and 24 are trigonal. A choice of 42 possible sets. Therefore, the Ag plus ions have a huge choice of position open to them. Structural determinations indicate that the Ag plus are statistically distributed among the 12 tetrahedral sites, all of which have the same energy. Therefore, counting these sites, only we find that 5 spare sites are available per Ag plus ion. We can visualize the Ag plus ions moving from tetrahedral site to tetrahedral site to tetrahedral site by jumping through the vacant trigonal site, following the path marked with solid lines in figure 5.10. Continually creating and destroying Frenkel defect and able to move easily through the lattice. The path marked with thin dotted lines in figure 5.10 requires higher energy as they pass through the vacant octahedral sites which are more crowded. The jump that we have described only changes the coordination number from 4 to 3, 3 to 4, and experimentally the activation energy is found to be very low, 0.05 electron volt. This easy movement of the Ag plus ions through the lattice has often been described as a molten sublattice of Ag plus ions. The very high conductivity of alpha Ag iodide appears to arise because of a conjunction of favorable factors, and we can list the features that have contributed to this high conductivity of alpha silver iodide. The charge on the ions is low. The mobile Ag plus ions are monovalent. Second, the large number of vacant sites are available into which the cations can move. Third, the structure has an open framework with pathways that the ions can move through. Fourth, the coordination around the ions is also low, so that when they jump from side to side, the coordination only changes by little, affording a route through the lattice with a low activation energy. The anions are rather polarizable. This means that the electron cloud surrounding an anion is easily distorted, making the passage of a cation past an anion rather easier. These are the properties that are important when looking for other fast ion conductors compared to the silver iodide, alpha silver iodide. These are the table 5.4 alpha silver iodide related ionic conductors. This is BCC structure, CCP, hexagonal close pack, and others. Here BCC alpha silver iodide, alpha copper bromide, Ag twice S alpha, Ag twice S alpha, Ag twice selenium. This CCP anionic structure. Now, before starting fast ion conductors, oxygen ion conductors, we see one of the other example, rhodium Ag4I5. The special electrical properties of alpha silver iodide inevitably lead to a search for other solids exhibiting high ionic conductivity, preferably at a temperature lower than 146 degrees Celsius. The partial replacement of Ag by silver by rhodium forms the compound rhodium Ag4I5. This compound has an ionic conductivity at room temperature of 25 per Siemens. with an activation energy only 0.07 electron volt. The crystal structure is different from that of alpha silver iodide, but similarly the rhodium plus and I minus ions form a rigid array while the Eg plus ions are randomly distributed over a network of tetrahedral sites through which they can move. If a conducting ionic solid is to be useful as a solid electrolyte in a battery, not only must it possess a high conductivity, but also must have negligible electronic conductivity. This is also to stop the battery short circulating. The electrons must only pass through the external circuit where they can be harsh for work. Rubidium Ag4I5 has been used as the solid electrolyte in batteries with electrodes made of silver and rubidium I3. Such cells operate over a wide temperature range -55 to 200 degrees Celsius, have a long shelf life and can withstand mechanical shock. A table of ionic conductors that behave in a similar way to alpha silver iodide is given in table 5.4. Some of these structures are based on close-packed array of anions, and this is noted in the table. The conducting mechanism in these compounds is similar to that in alpha silver iodide. The chalcogenide structures such as silver sulfide and selenide tend to demonstrate electronic conductivity as well as ionic. Although this can be quite useful in an electrode material as opposed to an electrolyte. Important fast ion conductors is oxygen ion conductors. The fluoride structure we know from figure 5.3 has plenty of empty space which can enable an F- ion to move into an interstitial site. If the activation energy for this process is low enough, we might expect compounds with this structure to show ionic conductivity. PbF2 has a low ionic conductivity at room temperature, but this increases smoothly with temperature to a limiting value of 500, nearly 500 per Siemens at 500 degrees Celsius. Uranium, thorium and cerium readily form oxides with the fluoride structure UO2, THO2 and cerium O2 respectively. But zirconium is different. The cubic form of zirconium O2 is only formed at high temperature or when doped with another element. At the turn of last century, Nernst found that mixed oxide of yttria Y2O3 and zirconia ZrO2 glow white hot if an electric current was passed, and attributed this to the conduction of oxide ions. Nernst used this doped zirconia for the filament in the glower electric light, which started to replace candles and oil and gas lamps, making this making his fortune before the arrival of tungsten filament bulbs. Zirconia ZrO2 is found as an mineral which has a monoclinic structure. Above 1000 degrees Celsius, this changes to a tetragonal form, and at high temperature, Zirconia ZrO2 adapts the cubic fluoride structure. The cubic form can be stabilized at room temperature by the addition of other oxides such as yttria Y2O3, known as yttria stabilized zirconia, and calcium oxide. CaO calcium oxide forms a new phase with zirconia ZrO2 after heating at about 1600 degrees Celsius. The phase diagram is here shown in figure 5.11 shows that about 15 mole percentage calcium oxide, the new phase known as calcia stabilized zirconia, appears alone and persists until about 20 mole percentage calcium oxide. Above 28 mole percentage, another new phase appears, finally appearing pure calcium CaZrO3. If the calcium 2 plus ions sit on zirconium 4 plus sites, compensating vacancies are created. In the O2 minus sublattice, thus for every calcium 2 plus ions taking into structure, one anion vacancy is created. These materials are exceptionally good fast ion conductors of O2 minus anions. Conductivity maximizes at relatively low concentration of dopant, but not at the 50% one might expect. This is because there is an elastic interaction between the substituted ions and the vacancy created. The best conductivity is seen to be achieved when the crystal lattice is distorted as little as possible. Consequently, two of the best oxygen ion conductors are zirconia doped with scandia, scandium twice O3, and ceria doped with gadolinium, gadolinium twice O3, ceria doped with gadolinium CgO. These are rather expensive. Many other materials are also made with this type of structure, which are based on oxides such as cerium dioxide, thorium dioxide, and hafnium dioxide, as well as zirconium dioxide, and doped with rare earth or alkaline earth oxides. These are collectively known as stabilized zirconias and are widely used in electrochemical systems. YSZ is the usual material for use in solid oxide fuel cells. Another interesting application of stabilized zirconia is the detection of oxygen, where it is used in both oxygen meter and oxygen sensor, which are based on specialized electrochemical cells. Perovskites, in that one of the example perovskites, the perovskite structure ABX3 has two different metal sites which could be substituted with lower valence metal cations, leading to oxygen vacancies. Material based on lanthanum gallate LaGaO3 have been successfully doped with strontium and magnesium to produce lanthanum 1-X, strontium X, and gallium 1-Y, MgY, and O3- delta, that is capital LSGM, with similar conductivities to the stabilized zirconias, but at lower temperature. Using them in oxide ion conductors device in oxide ion conducting devices would have the advantage of bringing down the operating temperature. For some applications such as cathode material in solid oxide fuel cells, a material is needed that can conduct both ions and electrons. The strontium doped perovskites have both these properties. Other oxygen ion conductors are the Lamox family, capital LAMOX, Lamox family of oxide conductors based on lanthanide twice, molybdenum twice, O9, La twice, MO twice, O9 has high conductivity above 600 degrees Celsius but tend to be susceptible to reduction by hydrogen. The BIMEVOX BIMHOX family of oxide conductors based on Bi2O3 has high conductivity above 600 degrees Celsius. The apatite structure lanthanide 10-X M6O26 plus Y M is equal to metal silicon or germanium conduct well at very high temperature. These all are the example of oxygen ion conductors. Now next important fast ion conductors is sodium ion conductors. Sodium ion conductors, in that important example is beta alumina. Beta alumina is the name given to a series of compounds that demonstrate fast ion conducting properties. The parent compound is sodium beta alumina, Na2O 11Al2O3, and is found as a byproduct from the glass industry. The compound was originally thought to be polymorph of Al2O3 and was named as such. It was only later found to contain sodium ions. However, the original name has been stuck. The general formula for this series is M2O NX2O3, where N range from 5 to 11. M is the monovalent cation such as alkali metal, copper plus, silver plus, or NH4 plus, and X is the trivalent cation, Al 3 plus, aluminum 3 plus, gallium 3 plus, iron 3 plus. The real composition of beta alumina actually varies quite considerably from the ideal formula, and the material are always found to be rich in sodium plus and O2 minus ions to a greater or lesser extent. These are the structure of stoichiometric beta alumina. Interest in this compound started in 1966 when research at the Ford Motor Company demonstrated that the sodium plus ions were very mobile both at room temperature and above. The high conductivity of the sodium plus ions in beta alumina is due to the crystal structure. This can be thought of close packed layer of oxide ions. But in every fifth layer, 3/4 of the oxygen are missing. The four close packed layer contains the Al 3 plus ions in both octahedral and tetrahedral holes. The groups of four close packed oxide layers are held apart by a rigid Al-O-Al linkage. This oxygen atom constituting the fifth oxide layer, which contains only a quarter of the number of oxygens of each of the other layers. The Na plus ions are found in these fifth oxide layers, which are mirror planes in the structure. The overall stoichiometry of the structure is illustrated layer by layer, where the bracket enclose the four close packed layers, and the intermediate symbols refer to the fifth oxide layer. The crystal structure of beta alumina is shown in this figure 5.13. The Na plus ions move around easily as a plenty of vacancies exist, so there is a choice of sites. Conduction in the beta aluminas only occurs within the planes containing the oxygen vacancies. These are known as the conduction planes. The alkali metal cations cannot penetrate the dense spinel blocks, but can move easily from side to side within the plane. Beta alumina is not found in the stoichiometric form. It is usually Na2O rich, sodium oxide rich, and the sodium rich compounds have a much higher conductivity than stoichiometric beta alumina. The extra sodium ions have to be compensated by a counter defect in order to keep the overall charge on the compound at zero. There is more than one possibility for this, but in practice it is found that extra oxide ions provide the compensation, and the overall formula can be written as Na2O in bracket Na2O 1 plus X 11 Al2O3. The extra sodium and oxide ions both occupy the fifth oxide layer. The O2 minus ions are locked into the position by an Al3 plus moving out from the spinal block, and the Na plus ions become part of the mobile pool of ions. The Na plus ions are so fluid that the ionic conductivity in beta minus alumina at 300 degrees Celsius is close to that of typical liquid electrolytes at ambient temperature. Beta alumina are used as electrolytes in manufacture of electrochemical cells, particularly for power suppliers. Here in figure 5.14, the structure of NZP, it is one of the sodium fast ion conductors, Nasikon, in 1968. In 1968, Kierkegaard found an existing new material, sodium zirconium phosphate, known as NZP. The structure consists of corner link ZrO6 octahedra joined by PO4 tetrahedra, each of which corner shares 4 of the octahedra. This creates a three-dimensional system of channel through the structure containing two types of vacant sites. Type 1, single distorted octahedral site. Two types of vacant sites. Type 1, a single distorted octahedral sites occupied by Na plus ions in NZP, and three larger type 2 sites that is vacant in NZP. This has proved to be an incredibly versatile and stable structure, with the general formula AX-M2 in bracket SiP bracket complete O4 whole thrice. which is adapted by hundred of compounds. The balancing cation A are usually alkali or alkaline earth metal, and the structural metals M is the transition metal such as titanium, zirconium, niobium, chromium, and iron. The phosphorus can be substituted by silicon. The most famous member of this family is known as Nasicon from sodium superionic conductors. This has proved to be a very good Na plus fast ion conductors with conductivity 20 with conductivity of 20 per Siemens at 300 degrees Celsius. It has the formula Na3 zirconium twice PO4 SiO4 twice, and 3 out of the 4 vacant sites are occupied by Na plus, allowing a correlated motion as the ions diffuse through the channel. These all are the fast ion conductors. We are see first silver ion fast ion conductors, then oxygen ion conductors, and lastly sodium ion conductors. These three types of fast ion conductors. This is very important at the important in point of exam. You read this, and I give one assignment for this chapter. You solve all these question. This assignment including question on the basis of fast ion conductors. You solve this, you write this, you read this again and again. All idea are clear, and you understand whole this concept fast ion conductors and their three types of fast ion conductors, such as oxygen fast ion conductors, sodium fast ion conductors, and silver ion conductors. Now I will stop here. Thank you for your kind of attention. Thank you.